and welcome. Thanks for joining Fletch Flips YouTube channel. We've had a good run on some great thrift buys that we found that just sold recently, and I wanted to share them with you. So let's get going on it. Kicking it off with a Brother Charger 11 vintage typewriter made in Japan. Picked it up at Thrift Store for 10 bucks. Got her sold in just a matter of 7 days. It sold. Put it up for auction. Ended up selling last bid $40, as you can see right here, plus the $25.74 shipping. We made a net profit of $26.55 on this bad dog. Let's see what's next. A OWI made in Japan two-way speaker. Don't exactly know what that means. Don't care. Bought this thing for $5 at a thrift store. Sold it for a best offer of 45 bucks. Net profit $37.70. This one sold on September the 3rd, and that typewriter sold on September the 2nd. We're going in order of how they sold this month. No particular order other than that. Not showing you just all the top dollar ones first or the low dollar ones first to keep you around to the end. If you don't like the video, you don't have to stick around, but I think you're going to enjoy it going to the end. There's some really killer buys in here that we made some good profit on. A Marucci ball glove. Picked this up, $3 at the thrift store. Sold her for $37.77 plus the shipping. We net profit of $30.84. This was a good find. We picked these hats up at a Salvation Army. We purchased 6 of them for $6 a piece. You can see here we had all the different colors: brown, tan, red, and even a yellow one. 0 remaining. All of them are out of stock. Brown, beige, red, and yellow. Sold them for $32.77 a piece. That makes us a net profit on each hat of $16.43 times 6. That's a good flip right there. Here's something to look out for. These vintage projector screens, they sell, and they sell good. Some of them take a little while to sell. This one I had listed for 32 days is all, and we picked this up for $8 plus the tax. All of these are plus tax that I'm telling you, but $8. That made us a net profit on this item of $69.43. I tell you, a nice little side hustle to make some cash on the side. Stopping by thrift stores. As I said, all these are purchased at thrift stores. We just swing in whenever we're going by one, and it's amazing what you can pick up. Turn $8 into $77.77 and put a $50 bill plus in your pocket. We've bought a lot of these over time, and they come in different colors. Vintage Atlantic 20 disc. They also come in 30 disc, and we got $17.77 for this one. Typically don't pay more than $3 for these things, and this one we paid $3 for it. Gave us a net profit of $12.73. They were bringing a little more money. I was getting up to $25-30 for them, but they've come down some. But when I can pick them up for $3, it's such a simple thing to list. I'm going to pick them up to put that kind of money in my pocket for a little bit of effort. What a buy. This thrift store puts all their shoe prices at $2.99. Every once in a while, they'll price some up. But these Johnson & Murphys, they didn't price them up. And these are good quality shoes if you know anything about shoes. Bought these things for $2.99. Sold them for $42.77. Gave us a net profit of $32.26. When I say net profit, I'm talking about after the cost of shipping, our cost of goods, and the eBay fees. That's what we put in our pocket, 32 bucks. Since Grant jeans, never heard of them before. Bought these for $5. Sold them for $22.77 plus the shipping. Nice little profit in our pocket of $12.78. Not all bad for a simple pair of jeans to list. Sperry Topsider deck shoes. These are the chunky sole ones. They got the big old chunks on them. So we paid for these shoes. These were at that same thrift store where they priced them for $2.99 plus the tax. Put a net profit of $21.98 in our pocket after selling them for $27.77 plus the shipping. Take a look at this. This replacement disposable bags for a royal prince. which was the company that makes the Dirt Devils now, which we deal a lot in, the Dirt Devils and all the accessories. This bag, brand new bag, these are from the 80s, never been opened. Sold them for $22.77 plus $6.23 shipping. So that's a pretty nice return for an $8 investment for a Royal Prince vacuum we bought at the Salvation Army. Here it is. Got it listed for $77.77, and it will sell. No doubt about it. And what's amazing is I picked up two more of these just couple of weeks ago after I bought this one. $8 we paid for this. And we sold the bags already for $22.77 plus the shipping, as you just saw. And we also have accessories, the vacuum hose, the crevice tool, the belt lifter tool, numerous other items. We're going to make over $100 when this stuff sells. You got to love thrift stores, just swinging in. You never know what you'll find. Picked up a Kirby, complete Kirby, and all the attachments in excellent condition. I barely had to clean this bag up whatsoever. It was so clean and nice. It's almost like this thing sat in a closet for years after they used it just a couple of times. As you can see here, the inside of this bag, I mean, it's just spotless. These people are going to be very happy when they get this. We sold the bag alone for $47.77 with free shipping. We bought the entire Kirby. Let me take a look here and see what it was. The entire Kirby, we paid $44. And we got this for it. And there's a lot of parts I sell off a Kirby. I completely disassemble them and sell them all. Like just the front wheel assembly, get $33 for them. The rear wheels, get like $18 for them. The vacuum hose, which came with this one, I get like $32 for it. The power cord, $28, and on and on and on. They're great buys if you can buy them for $50 or under, and they're fairly clean. How about this pair of Brooks? Bought these Brooks shoes at a different thrift store. We have about 5-6 thrift stores within a relatively close driving distance, especially if we go into Kalamazoo and pick things up. We make the swings around, have lunch, make a day out of it, and just enjoy it. And we get paid for having fun. These shoes we paid $4 for. Pretty darn nice. $37.77 plus the shipping. Made us a net profit of $27.66. On to the next one. This is something that's relatively rare to find. A Dirt Devil 500. Comes with this special gold and black bag. I sold the bag by itself because it was brand new, never used, still in the box. The Dirt Devil had damage to the shell, so I parted it out. And I picked this thing up for $4. Sold it for $25.77 with free shipping. Just another nice return on a Dirt Devil item. Picked these nice Merrell women's shoes up. Moab 3, they're called. They're waterproof hiking shoes. We picked them up for $6. Sold them for $37.77 plus the shipping. That gave us a net profit on these of $24.32. Merrell shoes sell. So if you can find them that are nice and clean, these babies were in really good shape. I mean, you just couldn't go wrong with a pair of Merrells like this. And these are not cheap shoes, as you probably know in the stores. This was a great find. I saw it and I looked at the price and it was $20. I says, what? Are you kidding me? In a thrift store? I thought I better look this thing up because maybe somebody did and they priced it up there. So I'm glad that I did because like 6 or 7 had sold for right around $100 and there were only 3 others listed and they were used, pre-owned. This was brand new, still in the package, never had been opened. It's a home sitter. What it does is it calls 3 different phone numbers if you have a change in your temperature in your home, your water, like if there's a leak, there's a sensor you put down there next to your sump pump. And if water starts getting onto that, which is above the level of the sump pump, it's going to give you a phone call. And if you have a power outage, it sold the same day I listed it for $97.77 plus the shipping. Even after paying, it was $20 marked, but they had a 10% off sale for the whole week at this sale. So we got it for $18 plus the taxes. made us a net profit of $56.14. That's a pretty cool switch, man, in one single day. That'll buy you a lunch. BKE Tyler Straight Leg men's jeans from the buckle. Found these, bought them for $6. Sold them $24.77 plus the shipping. Net profit $15.37. Just adds to the total I'm going to show you here at the end, so hang around. New England Patriots Fanatics hoodie pullover, $21.77 with free shipping. This one made us only $6.27 because we paid $4 for it. But the other one we sold the previous month, and that brought like $40. I don't know what was more special about that one, but it brought the money. So between the two, we did just fine. Don't like making only $6 on something that I buy, but that stuff happens when you're flipping things on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. A blast from the past, a VHS videotape rewinder. Yes, these things sell. And we got $21.77 for it, plus the $14 shipping, which gave us a net profit of $16. We bought it for $3.82 because it was marked $4, but it was in the 10% off sale that I told you about. So I'll take $16 on a simple thing. This was brand new, it had never been used. So now let's take a look at just exactly how much we put in our pockets for these 18 items that we sold already in the month of September.